Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot of news.
A man was fatally shot by the police during an alleged confrontation in Mollison District, Christiana in Manchester on Wednesday. Police named the man as 55 years old Ronald Evans, otherwise called Richard. Preliminary reports are that sometime after 5 a.m., there was a target operation at a house where Evans resided in the area. Police say during the operation they were confronted by Evans and that a firearm was seized. This individual chose to confront law enforcement and our officer responded. As they were trained to do, a Glock 40 pistol was recovered. During this fatal confrontation, Commanding Officer for Area 3, Acting Commissioner of Police, Clive Allen said, however, residents describe Evans as a hard-working member of the community since he moved from Spanish Town to the area. When I heard that the police gunned down Richards, I don't know him as no bad man. He came into this community for 13 years with one baby and he got two more trying to be a good gentleman. We don't know what happened in the past, a resident told the news. Meanwhile, Acting Superintendent of Police Allen said, other operations were carried out in St. Elizabeth and Clarendon. In St. Elizabeth, Allen said, a successful target operation earlier this morning led to the seizure of 3 firearms, including a high-power rifle, and the seizure also of some 38 assaulted rounds. 6 people, including a female, were taken into custody. From that operation, finally in Clarendon, lawmen conducted a target raid, which led to the seizure of 3 motor vehicles. Allen said one of those vehicles has already been identified as stolen. Possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition and dealing in prohibited weapon charge have been laid against a St. James labourer in relation to a gun seizure in his community on Thursday, December 19. He is 26 years old, Nicholas Palmer, otherwise called Budman, of Mall Road in Anchovy, St. James. Reports from the Montego Bay police are that at about 5:30 a.m., lawmen conducted an intelligence-driven operation at Palmer's home, and their arrival he was seen beneath the house with a one-strap bag slung across his chest. He was accosted and the bag was retrieved. However, in the process, Palmer managed to escape. The law enforcers then searched the bag and reportedly found 2 Glock pistols. One was fitted with a magazine containing 10 9mm rounds of ammunition, while the other magazine containing 28 9mm rounds. A follow-up operation led to Palmer apprehension in Catchinall in the parish on Wednesday, February 26. He was taken into custody and charged a day later. A court date has been finalized for him. A St. James man is facing multiple charges after he allegedly twice assaulted his child mother and attacking a man with whom she reportedly involved romantically. Clifton Rose pleaded not guilty to assault occasioned by the arm, assaulting a female, and malicious destruction of property when he appeared before presiding judge Keisha Grant Price in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday. According to court documents, on January 11, the woman was at home with a man she was involved with romantically when Rose, her child's father, arrived and began banging on the door. The woman remained silent and Rose allegedly started to remove the window blades and demanded that she unlock the door. When she refused, he broke down the door, entered the house, grabbed the complainant and beat her with his fist. It is further alleged that after assaulting the woman, Rose left the room and moved to another room where he physically attacked the man before he departed the premises. The following day, the woman was reportedly on her way to her cousin's residence when she noticed Rose following behind her. It is alleged that after the complainant arrived at his cousin's house, Rose began knocking on the door and demanded that she open it, but she refused as the woman was leaving the premises. Rose allegedly emerged from an unfinished section of the house, grabbed her ear, draw her to the ground, and pull her by her ear, causing bruises, pain, and swelling. The incident was reported to the police, and Rose was arrested and charged. When the matter was called up in the court on Wednesday, the woman was absent, prompting the judge to emphasize the importance of her presence. Continuous investigative work by the Kingston Western Police has resulted in a man being arrested and charged for a murder committed more than a year ago. On Friday, detectives from the division slapped 25 years old Ryan McFarlane, otherwise called Engine, from Oxford Street, Kingston, with several charges. McFarlane is charged with murder, possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition and making use of a firearm to commit a felony. He was charged with the killing of 31-year-old Christopher Taylor of Woodrow Street. In Jonestown, Kingston 12, Taylor was shot dead at the intersection of North and Oxford Street, Kingston, on October 12, 2023. Reports are that around 1:54 a.m. Taylor was standing at the intersection when he was pounced upon by several men armed with firearms. The men opened fire, hitting him in the upper body before escaping on foot on Oxford Street. Taylor was transported to the Kingston Public Hospital where doctors pronounced him dead on arrival. Following investigation, McFarlane was taken into custody by police on Saturday. He was placed on an identification parade on Wednesday and was positively identified. He was later charged following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. A policeman has been charged after he reportedly held with ganja at the High Rising Adult Remand Center on Spanish Town Road in Kingston, charged with dealing in with ganja and bringing prohibited article into a correctional center is District Constable Robert Campbell, 25, from Pine Hill in St. Catherine. Campbell, who is stationed at the detention and court, was charged on Thursday following the ruling of the Office of Director and Public Prosecution. Reports reaching the news indicated that Campbell was held with the illegal items around 7 a.m. last Friday, while in the barracks room of the correctional center. It is understood that the policeman was changing his clothes and getting ready for work when a small parcel fell from his pocket, and he quickly stepped in on it of the corporal who supervised him. The object was retrieved by his supervisor and found to be vegetable matter resembling ganja. The accused man's knapsack was searched in his presence, and several parcels containing vegetable matter resembling ganja, vegetable matter resembling tobacco, a USB cable, $20,650 in cash. The policeman was taken into custody and file prepared and submit to the ODTP. He was subsequently charged following the ruling. A Jamaica Defense Force soldier was charged on Wednesday after his girlfriend was beaten and assaulted with a firearm at her workplace. Lassell Archibald Burke, a 42-year-old staff sergeant from Waterford, St. Catherine, was charged following a ruling from the Office of Director of Public Prosecution. Burke has been charged with possession of a firearm with intent to injury, assault occasioning grievous body harm, and making use of a firearm to commit a felony. Police reported that the incident occurred about 6:50 p.m. on Sunday, February 16, 2025, at the girlfriend's place of employment on Russell Road in Kingston. The news was informed that information received and investigation carried out. The woman was at her workplace when Burke visited her, and an argument developed. During the argument, the police reported the girlfriend was hit and kicked several times all over her body, causing pain, bruises, and swelling.